the non-canonical books in this article include biblical apocrypha and Deuterocanonical books, pseudepigrapha, writings from Hellenistic and other non-biblical cultures, and lost works of known or unknown status. For the purposes of this article, referenced can mean direct quotations, paraphrases, or allusions, which in some cases are known only because they have been identified as such by ancient writers, or the citation of a work or author. Hebrew Bible references. The Hebrew Bible, also known as the Tanakh by Jews, and called the Old Testament by Christians, or the proto-canonical books. The Book of Jasher is mentioned in Joshua 10:13 and 2 Samuel 1:18. From the context in the Book of Samuel it is implied that it was a collection of poetry. Several books have claimed to be this lost text, but are widely discounted as pseudepigrapha. The Book of the Wars of the Lord, referenced at Numbers 21:14. A Book of Songs is referenced at 1 Kings 8:12-13. The Chronicles of the Kings of Israel and Chronicles of the Kings of Judah are mentioned in the Books of Kings. They are said to tell of events during the reigns of Kings Jeroboam of Israel and Rehoboam of Judah, respectively. The Chronicles of the Kings of Israel is again mentioned in 1 Kings 16:20 regarding King Zimri, and many other times throughout 1 and 2 Kings. The Book of Shemaiah, and of Iddo the Seer is mentioned in the second Book of Chronicles. Iddo was a seer who lived during the reigns of Solomon, Rehoboam, and Abijah. His deeds were recorded in this book, which has been completely lost to history, save for its title. However, it is interesting to note that Zechariah was the son of Iddo, but this was likely not the same Iddo. The manner of the kingdom referenced at 1 Samuel 10:25. The Acts of Solomon referenced at 1 Kings 11:41. The Annals of King David referenced at 1 Chronicles 27:24. The Book of Samuel the Seer, also called Samuel the Seer or the Acts of Samuel the Seer, which could be the same as 1 and 2 Samuel referenced at 1 Chronicles 29:29. The Book of Nathan the Prophet, also called Nathan the Prophet or the Acts of Nathan the Prophet or History of Nathan the Prophet referenced at 1 Chronicles 29:29, and also 2 Chronicles 9:29. The Book of Gad the Seer referenced at 1 Chronicles 29:29. The prophecy of Elijah might be a reference to 1 Kings 14:2-18 referenced at 2 Chronicles 9:29. The Book of the Kings of Judah and Israel referenced in 2 Chronicles 16:11, 2 Chronicles 27:7 and 2 Chronicles 32:32. Might be the same as 1 and 2 Kings. The Book of Joel could be a reference to 1 Kings 16:1-7 referenced at 2 Chronicles 20:34. The story of the Book of Kings referenced at 2 Chronicles 24:27. The Acts of Uzziah, also called the book by the prophet Isaiah, perhaps the same as the Book of Isaiah referenced at 2 Chronicles 26:22. The Vision of Isaiah referenced at 2 Chronicles 32:32. The Acts of the Kings of Israel, also called the Acts and Prayers of Manasseh, may be identical to the Book of the Kings of Israel, above. Referenced at 2 Chronicles 33:18. The Sayings of the Seers referenced at 2 Chronicles 33:19. The Laments for Josiah, also called Lamentations. This event is recorded in the existing Book of Lamentations referenced at 2 Chronicles 35:25. The Chronicles of King Ahasuerus referenced at Esther 2:23, Esther 6:1, Esther 10:2, and Nehemiah 12:23. Deuterocanonical references, Book of Tobit, Book of Iyakar referenced by Tobit 1:22, Tobit 2:10, Tobit 11:18, Tobit 14:10, Seerich, Aesop's Fable of the Two Pots referenced at Seerich 13:2-3, the Egyptian satire of the trades, or another work in that tradition referenced at Seerich 38:24-39:11, 2 Maccabees, the archives referenced by 2 Maccabees 2:1. Memoirs of Nehemiah referenced by 2 Maccabees 2:13, could be the same as the Book of Nehemiah. Letters of the Kings referenced by 2 Maccabees 2:13, 5 books by Jason of Cyrene referenced by 2 Maccabees 2:23. The author of 2 Maccabees here tells us that the work is abridged from the history by Jason. The King's Letter referenced by 2 Maccabees 11:22. New Testament references, Nestlé's Greek New Testament lists some 132 New Testament passages that appear to be verbal allusions to paracanonical books. Pagan authors quoted or alluded to, Menander, Tyres 218, Epimenides. Paul introduced another quotation from Epimenides by calling him a prophet of the Cretans. See Epimenides' paradox. Non-canonical books quoted or alluded to, Book of Enoch, Epistle to the Laodiceans, Life of Adam and Eve, a lost section of the Assumption of Moses, Martyrdom of Isaiah. See also, Agrapha, Biblical Apocrypha, Jewish Apocrypha, List of Gospels, List of names for the Biblical nameless, New Testament Apocrypha, Table of Books of Judeo-Christian Scripture. Notes